Welcome to the Spanish connection of this Singapore FinTech Festival 2020. Well, in this Investors Day, we are going to be sharing how we connect and collaborate with the FinTech ecosystems across the world and across the industries in order to deliver the best solutions. We are going to be connecting live with Mexico, with Argentina, with China, with Singapore, to share these best practices of collaboration between FinTechs and incumbent banks. We are in Singapore, in the Singapore FinTech Festival, and every time we go there, we always get a great support from our branch. We have a BBVA branch in Singapore. We are going to be traveling around the globe to Mexico, where we are going to see how BBVA is collaborating with Bdeo and a startup in the insurance business in order to make business much more efficiently. So Mexico, what is going on over there?
Hi everyone, hi Julio. Thank you for your interest in this exciting collaboration between BBVA Insurance Mexico and Bdeo. To begin, let me tell you a little bit about Wibe. Wibe is our commercial brand to open market to offer auto insurance. Wibe provides an innovative experience in digital channels from the selling point to the claim service. In addition, it is important to note that in Mexico, in our country, we insure vehicles, not people, and only 30% of them has an insurance. That's why we have in the view a large market to attend. In addition, with Bdeo, the client can use the application to verify vehicle insurance. This saves us from having to physically verify the vehicle ourselves, but most importantly, it elevates the client experience through time saved. That's why we saw a great opportunity to work with Bdeo in self-service on claims and insurance verification.
So hi everyone, and thanks so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. So to give you a bit more of context about the collaboration, we started collaborating thanks to a fast-track program from BBVA Mexico called Open Sandbox in 2018, where the idea of the program is to match business needs and startups with a complementary value proposition through a paid proof of concept. In our case, it was with Wibe, as Edgar said. And in the pilot, we defined some KPIs like customer experience, a reduction of cost, or handling time of the process. And after 6 months of pilot, we analyzed the results with the Wibe team, which were really, really good. Like when we went from 70% to 59% of verification done, or a huge reduction in cost. So Wibe afterwards decided to implement this project as a key platform for verification of the vehicle in the underwriting process. So with these good results, afterwards, BBVA decided also to integrate our platform, Bdeo, inside the rest of the business with their experts company called Multiasistencia to attend the rest of BBVA insurance workflows for underwriting, motor claims, and also property claims using video, photo capture, and artificial intelligence, which will be deployed in 2021. So the idea for BBVA, and correct me if I am wrong, Edgar, is that within their digital transformation plan is to look for partnerships like Bdeo to automate their claims and underwriting with video and artificial intelligence. And in this regard, we are really aligned with the vision of the BBVA and Edgar.
That's correct, Julio. If I have to answer the question, why Bdeo? It's because you offer us the technology to make adjustments by video call, to offer a differentiated service to our clients. It has given us immediate results in reduced cost, and we cut complete insurance verification time from 28 days to 8 days. Just imagine the experience, 28 against 8. Not only is Bdeo fast and intuitive for our clients, it also boasts an integration capability with our systems, making it the best option for our platform. When you're going to talk about innovation, I think that the biggest challenge would be trust. And with Bdeo, we empower our clients to do the claim service by themselves. To achieve this, we must provide support so they don't feel alone at any step of the process, and we must ensure that the new application is as intuitive as possible.
Yeah, I think you are absolutely right with the trust, and I think the trust doesn't come just with technology or the UX or the UI to be as easy as possible for the final customer. But I think the trust comes when you have a clear and common goal that we want to achieve the same results, right? And that means that both entities, they need to be flexible with their approach and also trustworthy during the first iteration. So for corporates, I think it's not that easy to adapt or to change their structure and procedures to satisfy the startup needs. And on the other side, for startups, it's really difficult to accommodate to the slow movements of the corporates. In the basic scenario, as you know, Edgar, I think it's around 12 months to see any revenue from the collaboration, and that is difficult for the startups. So if we finally got to generate trust from both sides, the technology works, the KPIs are achieved, and the startup makes it to survive 12 months, then this is a success. But there are so many factors which would go wrong, right? And so it's not easy. That's why, in my opinion, collaboration between startups and corporates isn't very easy, and most of them, they just don't work. And I think in this case, it was key that BBVA Mexico did the things like they are supposed to be done. First, with a fair agreement, a program to speed up proof of concepts, and the trust that if this works, then you will have a partner for the long term. And I think that BBVA did it incredibly well in this approach to facilitate the work with the startups in a very good way, in my opinion.
Well, if I'm going to talk about the results, let me tell you something first. We attend more or less 500,000 claims in a year in our company. But with Bdeo, in 2020, we attend more than 6,400 claims, and we did about 6,000 verifications. We hope that in the next year, we're going to attend with your application about 20,000 claims in a year and about 60,000 verifications. Think that we sell about 250,000 insurance in a year.
Oh.
And you're going to be maybe more than the 30% of our verifications. Those claims, that what I'm talking about, 20,000 claims services, you're going to attend also property and casualty, about 30% of them. Well, if you see, we have a great partnership, and we are trying to empower our customers towards the best solution for their individual needs. And with such challenge ahead, we are proud to be a partner of you, and we deliver. I think that we're going to deliver the best service in Mexico. So thank you very much, Julio, for this partnership, and thank you for your attention. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your trust, and good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, how interesting how BBVA, a big incumbent bank, is connecting with this small insurtech company, this Bdeo, and is helping us to deliver the best experience to our customers. Well, it's time to travel from Mexico to Argentina. And in Argentina, we are going to see how we are integrating into a marketplace like APER. So Argentina, tell us, how are you doing?
Well, thank you, Conrado, for being with us on this talk. It's a great pleasure to have you here.
No, please, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for inviting me, and extremely excited to be your partners in the launch of this new business, which is the launch of e-commerce for BBVA in Argentina.
Well, if it's good for you, we should start from the beginning. Maybe talk about how and why we have partnered and why we created this new e-commerce platform into our BBVA Go app.
Please tell me.
Well, when a couple of years ago, when I entered the bank, I saw that there were two apps in BBVA in Argentina. One was the core app, the core banking app, and the other one was just a promotional communication app that the bank created for clients to check all the promotions that the bank had to offer them.
Yeah.
So it was quite a very good app for the purpose, and almost 1 million people had that app in their phones. That it's nearly 30% of our clients. So it was an excellent app for that. But what caught my attention was that there was a high frequency of usage of the app.
Yeah.
all the active users enter the app more than 8 times a month.
Yeah.
So what I've seen and looking forward to the future of digital payments, we saw that there was a huge potential on that app to transform it into the first bank-owned super app in Argentina. What we saw is that the best successful cases around the world were through building ecosystems and not trying to focus on other things that our core business that is offering in the best way financial services. So that's why we call, and that's why we start talking with you, that you are specialists on building this kind of e-commerce platforms.
Absolutely. And it's great to know that you saw the vision from the start. It is something that we see, and it's all the time. I think from the 7 most valued companies in the world, 6 of them are ecosystems, and financial institutions have a right to compete in e-commerce. And I believe the super app model that you mentioned is a great model to jump into e-commerce and to provide financial products within the e-commerce and build out the services you give to your customers.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think that what we will be seeing on the close future will be the data-driven payments and all the data that we are creating through all the sales on this platform will be very useful to offer our clients tailor-made offers and not just one shoe to fit all.
Yeah.
So well, that are the main reasons why we created this. But what I want to know about you is how was working with BBVA? You work with a lot of banks in Argentina, no? So what can you tell me about your experience working with us?
It's a pleasure. With BBVA, we experienced the fast track, which was a way to onboard the product and the solution across all the different areas in the company, and it was an excellent way to align all the stakeholders on the product. So that was a great experience that really made it possible to go fast and align on the product. I also particularly like the vision and the aspiration that BBVA has, being one of the leader banks in Argentina. And you believe that you can be a leader in e-commerce as well, which is amazing. And third, I think that the promotions and the power that you have in financing and other instruments in the platform is amazing. I remember one of the first purchases was a wine that I bought with 80% discount, and it was a great experience.
Well, for sure, that kind of commercial actions are focused on generating engagement and trials. So it's good to know that it worked well with you.
Yeah. In fact, I know a friend who created his account in order to access the 80% discount.
Just for that.
Yeah.
So we have a new client just because he wanted to buy an 80% wine off.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's good. So what I think it's our marketplace will generate a lot of data, will generate a lot of engagement, and what our vision is to offer this kind of tailor-made offers, and that the client may choose where the discount will be made and not where we decided the discount to be.
Absolutely.
We invest millions on this kind of promotions and millions on giving our clients the best service. So I think that marketplace will be key on the future for this.
Absolutely. And on the data, I imagine a future when one of your customers buy maybe a crib. So now you know that they're having their firstborn son, and you can offer them an investment product, a life-saving product, just from the intelligence that you have from such rich data.
Yeah, I think Jeff Bezos is afraid of what we are creating.
Absolutely.
But well, we know as BBVA that our core is not e-commerce. We offer financial services and we are turning, I think, into a technology bank, into a technology company. So it's very interesting because we have a lot of followers. What do you think, or how do you think we can differentiate over the other players that are entering this same kind of products or starting to offer them to their clients?
Yeah, I think the answer is that the same way that BBVA differentiates from other banks right now. Like you have core financial products which are better, you have a customer base which is different. So when we together evolve the e-commerce, all the strengths that you already have should be reflected into this e-commerce. If you provide the best insurance, then we build the products that complement the best this insurance, and the differentiator factor will be this. And at the same time, we as your partners, it's our work to help you in handling all the operations on the e-commerce side, which is very different from a normal business that a financial institution usually is at. So we partner with you to help you in those onboarding of sellers, integrations, and logistics.
And this is the first time BBVA, the whole group, is launching a platform like this. Do you think there is space for our group to continue launching and developing these kind of services to our clients among the region?
I think there is. It would be, of course, our pleasure to help you with that. But I think there is, like, e-commerce, it's an industry that is growing, that is tremendous, and it's an industry that the financial products that you're able to give, lending, insurance, will drive consumer behavior. So you have a right to compete and win in this industry.
Conrado, from your experience, do you feel that there's a trend of banks getting into this maybe full digital e-commerce experience worldwide?
It is a trend. It is very incipient as of now. It's still very early. But I think more and more financial institutions are seeing the future as an ecosystem and developing more and more businesses. And it will continue to grow.
Well, that's great.
And in your opinion, what are some of the main challenges?
Well, this is quite a very new and different business. So for it, we have to develop some new capabilities, some new processes to address this kind of project. So I think that we're doing good. The business dynamic that an e-commerce has it's different from a bank, but I think that we have a good team. We are having good metrics that shows how the platform is working and how our work is paying out. So I think that we will continue learning for a few years. But I think that your skills and all the know-how that you developed and you're sharing with us, it's a key factor for this successful story.
Yeah, I think the platform itself is still early stage, only 2 months launching, but the numbers are impressive. I know the conversion rate is 8%, which is 4 times the average.
It's
that
massive.
industry is 2%, and it's amazing. And I think the impact in general has been great.
Yes, we sold more than 25,000 items in just a couple of months. We launched it in Argentina, the PlayStation 5 platform, so that was an incredible success.
I bought one.
You bought one?
Yeah,
I too. So, and I think that the key engagement metric is that our clients are very happy with the platform.
Absolutely. What was your best experience in the platform?
Well, not buying the PlayStation because there were a few of them, so I had to fight for it. But I have no doubt that all the wine offering we have, it's good and it's better with an 80% off. So as a client, I'm pretty happy with that.
Excellent.
Conrado, thank you for being with us. It's a great pleasure working with you and all the mates in APER. So, well,
likewise. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks.
Thank you, Argentina. Thank you, APER. Now we are going back to the north. We are going back to Mexico. We are going to be riding a unicorn. Actually, we are going to be taking a ride on Uber and see how BBVA and Uber can do business together. So, Mexico, tell us.
Thank you, Ignacio. We are very happy to participate in this important forum. I'm Sergio Torres, Strategy and Innovation Head in BBVA Mexico, and we are going to share with you, Juan Carlos and myself, the alliance between BBVA and Uber for the co-branded card that we launched last year. Juan Carlos, would you like to introduce yourself and share with us why you think this solution was important for the drivers?
Yes, Sergio, thanks, and thank you, everyone. I am Juan Carlos Rodríguez. I'm the head of Uber Payments for Latin America. And the relevance of this alliance, and it's, by the way, as you know, Sergio, it's a project that is very close to my heart. I've been part of this project since day one. So it's more, we launched in July of 2019, but I've been working on this since, I don't know, sometime in 2018. I mean, it's been a long and very interesting way. We'll talk more about that later. Just as a relevance for Uber, as you all know, and hopefully all of the people are users of, all of the people listening to us are users of Uber. We are a platform. We're a platform, but in real life, we're an ecosystem. We are an ecosystem of different pieces. We have users, end users, people that takes a ride, people that orders food, now people ordering grocery and other categories. So we have that side of the ecosystem, but we also have a very relevant side of the ecosystem, which is the earners. Earners are drivers, couriers delivering food, drivers moving passengers around, and restaurants. So for us, that we need to have a perfectly balanced ecosystem in order to make it work, the idea, the concept, the vision of Uber. In this specific product, it's relevant because it's solving a use case for our earners. What we learned in Mexico, and you're well aware of this, working for BBVA, less than 40% of the population in Mexico is banked. So first issue that to achieve this balanced marketplace, we need a very strong funnel of new earners joining the platform, acquiring new earners. So we found out, like, issue number one in this funnel is that we were losing a lot of earners because they were going through the process of becoming drivers or couriers and join our platform. And then they got to a point where we asked them for a bank account. And they were like, well, I don't have a bank account. Actually, more than 40% of the earners trying to join the platform didn't have a bank account. And then we were asking them, okay, now take 2 hours, I'm sorry, and for the first time in your life, go walk to a bank branch, enter a bank, and get an account. And that was creating a lot of friction. So we started thinking about coming up with a solution of how can we make that easier? How can we bring a bank closer to our earners? How can we bring that experience of getting an account for the first time closer to them? That was a major issue number one. How can we make part of that process for them to join the platform, to actually acquire a banking account at the same time? So the benefits are great for Uber, right? And for them. And that brings me to the second point of relevance of this, is that we also realize that a lot of our earners, of course, they drive all day long, right? And that's part of how they make an earning. They're driving, they're delivering food. They don't have time to go to a bank and, withdraw money or deposit money or check their balance or send a transfer. So if we can bring, and working with BBVA, if we can bring more and more of these financial services, products and services to them, to their app, to the app that they're using all the time, because the driver has an app, Uber app, on all the time while they're driving, the same with the courier. If we can make it seamless for them to click and then join and then see a screen with, account balance or account transaction history, or I want to make a transfer to someone in my family, all while working, it's a game changer, because we're actually solving also financial needs they have while they're working. So they don't have to take time of their day instead of working to go to a bank branch. So those are just 2 points why we truly believe in this partnership and in whatever else we can bring to this platform. And they're loving the features, by the way. They're loving how it works. I've mentioned this before. NPS is above 90%. So earners are actually loving the features that we're offering. They love this product.
Perfect. I'm very, very happy about this and completely agree that as a partners, we have been working together in order to co-create the solution, and this is very important. And this is the future, my friend. In order to develop together solutions in the applications of our partners, Uber is an amazing partner for BBVA, and we feel very, very happy about that. Let me ask you something, Juan Carlos. What have you been the core insights and benefits of this innovative solution, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I already mentioned one, which is you need to co-design. But let me start a step before that. You need to really know your user. What are you solving for? What are the needs of our end user? And I really like, because I think philosophically you need to pick the right partner to do that. Like for us, we talk to different banks, and we talk to you, and I know BBVA also is you're very concerned about the user experience. You're very concerned about the use case. And we are too. That's like core for us. So that sounds like obvious, but we really like that you need to pick the right partner, because I think you need to start with the right partner. You need to be sure that you're aligned, your values are aligned, your philosophy is aligned. And that's what we found with BBVA. And then, of course, starting with that use case and that user experience and what we're solving for the user, the need we're solving, we co-designing all the time. I think that piece is very important. And it's not, who's going to win. It shouldn't be a battle. It shouldn't be a power struggle between the two of us. We want the same thing. But that's why you need to spend enough time picking the right partner, because you need to make sure you are aligned on the objective. And I think that was great with you guys. And I think we didn't make a mistake there. And I think that's one. And I think number two also is understanding the capabilities from each one. And I think a lot of platforms, and I've been very vocal about this in our forums, I think a lot of platforms get into this mistake of saying, I'm going to build everything. I have an ecosystem. I'm going to launch my own bank. I'm going to launch my own credit card. I'm going to launch my own, huge financial operation. I think it's about, you're bringing really strong capabilities, and not just from the creating a financial product and service, also from a regulatory perspective, compliance perspective, that like you are a very solid bank about that. And we're bringing others, but I think we complement each other really well. And I think versus the approach of a platform should build, and I'm open about that. Like I think that could take, you're going to spend some platforms are going to spend a lot of time, a lot of money trying to create a bank within a platform. When I think for me, the approach is and I think that was one more of the learnings. If you pick the right partner, you're aligned. If you join forces, it could be a great synergy. You're going to get faster to the market and delivering better solutions for the end user, mixing those capabilities. And that's what we're doing.
Perfect, Juan Carlos. I feel very, very happy regarding your comments. And you know that we will continue working together in order to add new features and to add new services. And we are very excited with this deal, as you may know. And let's go forward, to continue thinking the future.
Yes, of course, because you're right. This never stops. I mean, we are now these ecosystems are changing so fast that we need, and I think that's one more of the learnings is that we need to, and we're doing it. By the way, it's true. We are constantly reevaluating how the product is performing. What, as you were saying before, what other benefits should we include? And I think this is a continuous process, and that's how we're approaching this. So perfect. Yeah, Sergio. Thanks again.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Juan Carlos. Thank you.
Same. Bye.
Thank you, Mexico. This is amazing how an incumbent bank like BBVA can work with a unicorn like with Uber and create opportunities together. Well, we have seen how we are creating these bridges towards America, towards the West, and now we're moving to the East. Well, we are going to see how we are also building bridges and breaking borders across continents, across oceans, this time with China and one of the biggest fintech in the world, with Alibaba, with Alipay. So now the screen is yours. Diego, Carlos, tell us how you make it, how you did it.
Hi, Diego, and hi, Ignacio. Hi, how are you doing? How long we haven't seen each other now?
Yes, I was going to say long time no see, but actually I see you 2 times per day and again tomorrow. So no, I think we have definitely had a great couple of years since we started working together, if I don't remember wrong, in 2018. have done a lot of great things together, no?
Yeah, it's true. We started talking about how to help the Chinese people coming to Spain in order to give their advantages and the habits with Alipay in China, with the merchants they were so enthusiastic for. And yeah, it took some months to understand each other. I think it was a first milestone, but then the conversation, the collaboration is improving. We are cooking very nice. It has been a very nice journey to work together.
Definitely. I think it's true that probably the first time we met, you thought that we were coming from a different planet or speaking a different language, right? Not talking about credit cards, but talking about QR codes and paying with a mobile phone. But I think that together we have managed to make a really big breakthrough in Spain and hopefully in more places in the future. But I mean, 2 years ago, I could never imagine that you can go to Spanish biggest retailer department store, El Corte Inglés, and pay with one QR code scan your purchases as a Chinese tourist. And I think all the promotions and all the great campaigns that we have done together with El Corte Inglés and you have been a showcase to Spain and to the world of how we can really bring value. Before the trip, the Chinese users are already looking for what to do when they arrive in the country, when they are there, looking for offers and where is the nearest store, then in store being guided and also checking out to have the best shopping experience. No, so yeah, I think it's been a great bridge that we built together.
Yeah, sure. El Corte Inglés was the first merchant to join our let's say journey and our ideas. Many more came afterwards. So definitely it has been a big successful. I have to say that we were not so shocked by the technology itself, but maybe by the way of doing business together, because we were not so used to talk and to discuss and to make business with Eastern people. And I think that has been a very interesting and very relevant and learning for us. It's not only how to work with the fintechs, which is also very important to mention, that we have learned during these years to work every day more closer to fintechs, especially with a fintech like you, but also those cultural differences that in the very beginning make things maybe more challenging, but I think we have managed to be real partners and not just a commercial, and not just having a commercial discussion, but a partnership discussion, which I think is much more interesting. So we are trying to bring more value to the market, to our customers, to the Alipay users, to the Spanish merchants, and other people, as well as with AliExpress, we are providing the Bizum capability, so the Spanish customers, users can enjoy AliExpress with a much more convenient way of payment. And many things that are coming in order to bring value to our common business and more especially to provide better satisfaction to our common customers.
Definitely. And I think if you say the name BBVA in Hangzhou, it means something already. I think a lot of our colleagues know you and really enjoy working with you. Everybody, when they're thinking about, you know, how to do marketing, how to work together, they think many times about BBVA in Europe. And I think that's really a testimony to the great work that you and your team have done to sort of find a way of working East and West, because that's something that I guess I didn't mention. And I think probably more important than the technology is really how to work East and West, which is definitely not easy. And I think, as you said, also looking about multiple business units or multiple areas to collaborate, no? So we had some success with the Chinese users, with Corte Inglés and other merchants, but I think now what you said about Bizum is interesting. So I don't know if all the audience will know about that, right? But I think Bizum has 12 million, if I'm not mistaken, users in Spain. So it's the omnipresent peer-to-peer transfer, no? So I think the fact that now they can use it also to make top-ups to pay in AliExpress is fantastic. And I think you guys did it so fast, right? I remember we started this discussion, I don't know when, but early in this year. And we said, okay, in June 18th, we have AliExpress promotion, big summer promotion. Can we be ready? And I'm sure many people globally would have said, no, it's impossible. But you guys really, we work together as a real one team to make it happen. And I was looking this morning at the success rate and the popularity, or how many users are choosing Bizum to top up AliExpress, and it's really good. It's really up there, and it's really step change the convenience and the perception of being local, right? AliExpress is not a Spanish website, but it feels more local thanks to that, and I think localization has been great with working together.
Yeah, it's not local, but it's true that it's a e-commerce site which is very that Spanish people love. I think it's one of your biggest marketplaces out of China, and there are millions of Spanish buying every day there. This is because we really did a very good job in order to serve all those customers and to work together. And definitely, that's the route. We have found those two, let's say, first good stories, but I'm pretty sure that in the future, this is growing, and it's the best example I can think about in how fintechs and traditional banks can collaborate and build something special and something more powerful than just, let's say, a financial proposition.
Definitely. That's, I think, we both share this always energy to do new things, and that's why we are speaking 2 times per day. And hopefully, I hope that we can have in next year's FinTech Festival more exciting things to announce that we've done together to keep step changing the way we serve users and merchants in both sides of the Silk Road, the Belt Road, which maybe crosses from Spain to China. So, no, thanks.
Yeah, sure that we will be able, and it will be an honor for us to do it and to announce it with you.
Sounds good. No, thanks a lot. Great speaking to you and having the opportunity to work together. And thanks, Ignacio, for looping us in.
Okay, thank you. Ignacio, it's your turn now.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this enlightening conversation. I was not aware of the potential of this partnership between Alipay and BBVA. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Iñigo. Thank you, Diego. And hopefully, we will be able to be together under the same roof in the next FinTech Festival. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Well, after this example of partnership between Alipay, Alibaba, and BBVA, we have some breaking news. We have just now that there is some announcement that we can do, especially for this Singapore FinTech Festival, and we are going to remain in China. So, Carlos, can you tell us what is this hot news, breaking news about?
Well, Nacho, you know that we have the best banking application in the world according to Forrester for some years already. And now we are very happy to announce a huge partnership for us with the devices for the smartphones users, which is Xiaomi. And for that, I would like to introduce Juan, who is the marketing manager of Xiaomi in Spain, to tell about or explain us a bit about this new partnership. What consisted it on?
Thank you very much, Nacho and Carlos. It's a pleasure for us to join all of you here and to talk about a little bit about this partnership. So actually, we're very pleased to see that the BBVA application it's preloaded in our Xiaomi smartphone. So actually, this is the first collaboration. We are quite happy about this, which is also shows our continued promise to bring the best user experience to our fans. So actually, the brand Xiaomi was founded with the objective to improve our daily life, creating smart devices such as smartphone or AIoT devices equipped with the latest technology. So we really hope that this is just the beginning of our partnership.
That's for sure. And I think this is because we are so aligned, because we have the same intention, the same vision, the same mission to provide the best experience, the best value to our common customers. And I think this is going to be just a starting point, a very long and successful journey together.
We believe so. So we hope that we will keep talking, we will keep developing, and we will keep, say that, digging out more innovation for our fans and for our users and our consumers.
That's for sure. Thank you very much, Gia.
Thank you all.
Wow, thank you, Gia, thank you, Carlos, Gia, gracias. This is really something. The best mobile app in the world by BBVA join forces with the best manufacturer of mobile devices with Xiaomi, and I think this is the truly building of an ecosystem of hardware and software put together and services. Well, I'm looking forward to hear how these partnerships evolve and to share the news, the big progress in the Singapore FinTech Festival 2021. Thank you very much, Carlos. Thank you, Gia. Well, every good thing comes to an end, and for me it's time to end this Spanish connection with the Singapore FinTech Festival 2020. We have seen how we can connect and how a big bank, an incumbent bank, can connect and collaborate effectively with startups and unicorns from America to Asia. And actually, we have got to know this breaking news of this deal of BBVA with Xiaomi. Well, I just hope that you have enjoyed this gathering, and hopefully we will be seeing you all together in the Singapore FinTech Festival 2021 next year in Singapore. Till then, take care. Thank you very much for your attendance.